here we are on the open road. We've just left the hustle and bustle of Kampala. I'm chowing down on my sugarcane like I used to do as a little tacker in Malaysia. We're heading to Masaka, which is about a 2-hour drive, and we're going to witness firsthand a lot of the work that World Vision are doing there. For me, it's also an opportunity to see more music and continue this musical journey and find where soul music has come from. Santos, I love your country. It's beautiful.
This is the Pearl of Africa, Uganda.
The Pearl of Africa?
Yes.
What does that mean?
You know, our land is so blessed. You can't even see by yourself. So green throughout,
lush,
almost all the year. And we have a lot of produce from agriculture.
So why do people still get hungry?
Yeah, they get hungry because we have problems of war. And also what brought us down, also HIV/AIDS. Has really brought us down so much. Even HIV/AIDS have killed people in the parliament, the ministers, and all those wise guys in the university, lecturers have all died. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, but we are still poor now. We are still poor.
We'd arrived in Masaka, just a few kilometres from where the first case of HIV/AIDS was reported. Some say this is where it all began. I try to prepare myself for what was to come. While Uganda has managed to reduce its infection rate from 38% down to 6%, the impact of the virus on Africa's children is horrific.
When parents get HIV/AIDS and they die, they end up leaving children living alone in their houses. We get what we call the child-headed household.
There are over 1.7 million children in Uganda whose parents have died of HIV/AIDS. That's more than the entire population of Adelaide, and I was about to meet 6 of them. Dennis and John are just 15 and 14 years old, not much younger than my little brothers, and yet they were the heads of their household, solely responsible for the welfare of their 4 younger siblings. I try to imagine my brothers and I coping without our folks, being totally alone. Well, it's lovely to meet you all. Thank you for having me in your house. And so we've got Dennis and John, who are helping to look after the whole family. As John began his story, I could feel the heartache in the room.
Yamala ibanga tu nafa nitubeerawo naye nalwala naye nafa netusigala kufiika twasanga obuzibu ng'emmere, school fees and medical care.
Before World Vision found them, this broken family was desperate, living alone in a run-down, leaky mud hut with a hole in the ground for a toilet. To care for himself and his younger siblings, Dennis, at just 14, had to give up school. World Vision helped them build a new house and gave them lessons in cultivation so they could grow their own food. They also provided this goat. So, John, what is your goat's name?
It is called Morgan.
Morgan?
Yes.
What does Morgan mean?
I don't know.
You don't know? Morgan. Morgan the goat is the children's pride and joy, providing milk to drink and future babies that they can sell. You see, it's all about empowerment, helping people to help themselves. As we left this extraordinary family, I took comfort in the knowledge that regardless of their youth and their tragic circumstances, this at least was one child-headed household that now had some hope.
What about Dennis?
We follow the banga molokole bedi we follow the banga molokole bedi Mara 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 molokole bedi gum kum molokole bedi
Our next stop, though, really brought home to me the terrible impact of HIV/AIDS on extended families.
She's a grandmother of the 3 orphans. She's called Teopista. Yeah, she lost her children to HIV/AIDS.
Yeah, and these are her grandchildren
These are her grandchildren.
that were orphaned from
They're orphans, yeah. They lost both of their parents. She says they sleep here, down here, and for her she sleeps in this other bed.
So that's for the children?
This is for the children.
And there's no beds,
Sleep
nothing?
right
Just on the
on the
dirt?
floor.
Do you fear for the health of the children?
Ntolina kye weeraliikirira ku bulamu bw'abaana.
Embeera y'obutali bulungi, tebalya bulungi, n'okunywa tebanywa bulungi, tebibamala banywa.
They do not have adequate food in the household. Because of that reason, she's very worried of the health of the children.
Seeing this struggling family was a heart-wrenching experience. I will never forget the empty desperation in the children's eyes, nor the quiet dignity of their grandmother. By selling these homemade mats, Teopista manages to buy little food for her grandchildren. Each mat takes a whole month to complete, and if she's lucky, she can sell it for about $2. I'd learned a little about HIV/AIDS growing up, but I had no idea of the true impact it had on people's lives. What an eye-opener today had been. A whole generation of orphan children who'd lost their parents to HIV/AIDS. I was suddenly really homesick, but knew that unlike the kids I'd met today, I would get to hug my family again. I wondered how it was possible to make a difference here. Tomorrow, they told me, would bring some answers.